Hello everybody! Wow, this plane's loud. There we go. We are here in our Russian-built aircraft. We're in Shanghai for this Flying Friday. I kind of felt, since we were in Shanghai and we were flying to Amoy, or what is now known as Xiamen, it kind of made sense to fly something that was sort of communist era, and well, this just sort of worked for me. Let's see if I can. Oh wait, I'm doing this on ILS. The reason being that I didn't know if I was going to be able to properly handle the aircraft, because if it was in Russian, I would be in trouble and I wouldn't be able to properly fly the aircraft. So I decided we would just do a ILS flight, and that way at least I'd have ATC control. Alright, we are contact ground on 121.6 when ready to taxi. Request taxi. Taxi hold short, runway 36 using taxiway Kilo 4 Alpha. Control tower on 124.3. Alright. Let's acknowledge that. Let's turn on progressive taxi because I don't know this airport, and let's see if I can get a pushback on this plane. I can get a pushback. Now there's two different kinds of this aircraft. I did the review of this aircraft. There's two different kinds. There's this one, and there's the glass cockpit. So I went with the steam gauge cockpit, which in all honesty was probably a mistake, and I probably should have not gone with the steam gauge cockpit, but I did, so there you go. Yeah, we might die, but at least we'll die in a big Russian aircraft. We have plenty of fuel. We can literally do whatever we feel like because we have massive amounts of fuel on board this aircraft. I didn't bother to kill a bunch of the fuel. I should have. Would have been smart. We're going to go ahead and put some flap out. That was way more. That's 2 clicks. Alright, fine. We'll go to 1 click. Alright, bugger off, little pushy thingy. Thank you. I'm gonna hit the usual shift keys just to load them into memory, because it causes the game to pause. Okay, that was an attempt to load that one into memory. All right, there's the comm panel. All right, he said 8,000 on departure, so we're gonna go ahead and set to 8. 8,000. That's our avionics master switch. We're going to turn it on GPS nav. Set our baro. Our baro is set. How am I going to set speed, I wonder? Throttle would be the logical thing, so let's assume that. Alright, that's that. Oh, good grief. What is this? De-ice. We should be okay on de-icing. Nav lights on. Light handle. Landing lights. Taxi lights. Let's turn those on. Oh, there's our hold switches. Okay, speed hold. Speed hold. Okay, we're good. That's 5. 6 gives me GPS. 7 give me something. Wow. Yeah, it does. Okay, let's just assume that our little friend is clear of the front of our aircraft. Go. This is a big plane. Now, last time we made the 707 flight into Shanghai, in the Pan Am 707. Now we're flying the Aeroflot TU-114. I think I should have looked it up better, but there you go. What can I say? Nice thing is, prop plane. I am much more comfortable in a prop plane. A prop plane or a jet fighter, those are my comfort points, really. Turboprops like this, not super comfortable. A little beach like that 58 there, that's comfort. So that's beach 527. We'll follow him to the runway. Maybe. Good grief, plane. You have the turning radius of the moon. Can you imagine being in that beach and seeing this thing coming along behind you? You're like, wow, I hope he knows where his brakes are. Slight size difference. Slight size difference. Big counter-rotating props on this plane. I like the lines of it. I would love to fly on one of these. There's so many Russian planes I would love to fly on. Of course, we don't have them over here in the States. Makes me sad. Makes me sad. Of course, people always say, oh, Russian planes are unsafe, they're unsafe. I'm sorry, but there's planes crashing of all different types, so you can't say one particular style is unsafe. Comes down to maintenance and pilot. And sometimes the plane itself. But more maintenance and pilot, I think. Where'd you go, Beach? There you are. The slow taxi. Man, because the turn is just atrocious on this plane. I just noticed, and I didn't notice this when I did the review, but the throttle quadrant is truly not between the two pilots. It's off to the side. So each pilot has their own throttle quadrant. That's interesting. I'm sure my viewers who are big into Russian aircraft have the reason why this is. I just find it that's really interesting. I presume, yeah, they move together. Just very odd. You guys ready back there? Go. All right. Wait for this beach craft to get out of here. Ooh, slow down. What are you doing, dude? You're going straight. Oh, you're turning. Okay. I think it's the first time I've ever followed an aircraft to the runway. Not just on Flying Friday, but period. Like, ever. Usually I'm the only one derping around on the runways. So that must be my... Alright, we're going to tune to tower. Tune to tower. I want to hear him give clearance to the beach. I want to run the engines up a little bit. I just want to hear the power. Okay, beach 527. He's ready. He's going to Hefei, wherever that is. Okay, we'll taxi our way over here. Look at that big old bird. Alright, we're going to go ahead and request takeoff clearance. While that's happening. Yeah, I am holding short. Position and hold. Alright. Let's roll for it. Where's that beach? Oh, he's gone. The power of the little beechcraft. All right. Fasten your seatbelts back there. Here we go. Acknowledging takeoff clearance. Engines look good. Power's coming up. Firewall them. Oh yeah. I love the sound of the turboprops. I just love the sound of those aircrafts over jets. We probably have a ways to roll on this runway. Airspeed, airspeed. Where is airspeed? Okay, I think I see what air... Nope, that's Celsius. Okay. Alright, so that must be airspeed. Look at the plane. Oh, it's so cute. Cute. Yeah, she doesn't want to take off yet. Honey, you need to take off really soon here. Really soon would be really good. Why is she not... I've got her firewalled. Why would she not take off? Oh, no, she's off. She was off. We're just... really slow. Those suckers up in that belly. Okay. Shanghai departure. Okay. We are in the air. We're climbing up 500 feet per minute here. I want this so that I can kind of follow what I'm doing. 992, alright. Turn left 230. Climb maintain 8,000. Acknowledge. Alright, we're basically gonna limp for a while, it seems. I'm slowly retracting flaps, but I'm being really, really careful about it because she does not like this. Yeah, turn left 200. Dude, this plane is not a fighter jet. It's going to turn at a rate of meh. Altitude. Where is altitude on this thing? Oh, that would be in a different pilot's position. I remember reading about this. Alright, not pilot's position, but different position. There we go. So it would be a different position that would read out the altitude. Alright. We got a lot of climb to do, so we're good. Should have 0 flaps right now. Hey look, I think that's the beach. Yep, it is. Alright, I need to come around to 200. I just noticed my compass is not operational. What is it with me and getting aircraft with inoperational componentry? I just have that luck, I guess. It's probably, there we go, we can use this one. There we go. About 200. Continue climbing. We're going to climb at about 500 to 1,000 because I have her firewalled and she's not a climber. There, that works. There we go. So we're flying from Shanghai to the toll intersection, and at the toll intersection then we have to make a, I think we're going to hang a left, but I'm not 100% sure. When we get close to our intended track line here, I'm going to turn on autopilot. Because this plane, she needs constant tending apparently. And we know how good I am at that. Read not at all. There's an intersection here. I'm sort of aiming for a different intersection to kind of line up with where I'm going. She's still firewalled, by the way. Like, usually by now I've throttled the plane back. Nope. 230. Acknowledge. Nope, hold on. Little drop. The weather changed all of a sudden on me. Yep. Weather changed. Ah, goodness. Okay, we're going the 1-6 now. Alright. Alright, Nanchang Center. We're going to run this guy up to 1-6. Let's see. Autopilot master on. Nav. Altitude. Is she going to fly where I want her to? Not really. No. Oh, nav just kicked off. Heading? Nope. Nav. Okay, so I'm going to have to control that. Alright. That's fine. We need to contact... Where are we contacting? We were supposed to contact Nanchang Center, but apparently we're back through Shanghai departure. I don't know. 3031. Alright. Why are we climbing so slow? Why are we climbing so slowly? Actually, that makes sense. Let's be careful here. We're gonna up our vertical speed though, because I think we can do it. Nanchang Center. Alright, I need to figure out this thing here. I want to be at 3-1. Alright, heading hold. Let's see if we can get this into about 3-1, give or take a few. Yeah, we're close, I think. Now we're tracking wrong. I think that should get us lined up. Cool. Whew, this plane is going to be more work than I anticipated. What does this blinking light mean? Good lord. Landing lights off. We are above Any altitude of needing that. What are you blinking for? I don't know. I don't know. It's blinking for me, and I don't know why. The idea is we're going to go up to 2-4, flight level 2-4. That's probably a bad idea. What is this? Auto brake. Oh, I do have an auto brake switch on this plane. That is good. We'll probably need that on landing. Some panel light switches. Good. This is where we're going to learn our plane. Going to learn our plane in the air. You don't want pilots like me. So that's this. That's showing ice. So where's my anti-ice? Yeah, we're starting to show ice here. So I want to find... Aha. De-ice switches. Pilot and pitot heat. Let's do that. Nope, don't need engine start switch. Nope. Alright, so that should take care of the icing problem that we were apparently going to experience if we weren't careful. Need to roll us back 2 clicks. I'm navigating based on... Let me get this over here so you can see everything I'm doing here. Except for the whole... ATC, because I can just stay on the other screen. So I'm navving this. We're approaching 1-2. Alright, that's fine. We're at 440 knots, so I'm probably going to bring her off full power. Okay. And we'll go ahead and drop our climb rate just slightly. So apparently I could turn on my speed hold switch. I'm not going to bother with it. I'll just manually control speed. I think we'll be okay with that for now. Come back one more click, I think. Alright, so let's look at this. If we zoom out, so there's the toll intersection. Then we're going to cut back over and then down. Now, of course, Douglas Road Cruiser, they would have flown along here. Probably, because they would have wanted to keep near the water, because again, they were on floats. I thought about doing that, but then I was like, well, So we're going to fly this little route here. Which doesn't look too terrible, honestly. What's this? Generators. Okay, those should all be on. Battery switches on. Master. Yeah, that's a good thing to have on. Oh, I need that. Nope, I want that. Phew. RMI card adjust knob. I don't even know what that is. What's this? Words. Nav GPS mode switch. We're on GPS right now. I thought we were on... Oh, we are on GPS. Oh, because I'm on heading. So, yeah. If I went to nav mode on GPS, in theory, I would start following that. Right. I don't want to. I have no idea what that is, because that is in Russian, and I have no idea what it is. That's temperature, outside air temp. That's a thing. Airspeed indicator. Okay, I probably need to think about dealing with that potential overspeed condition. Autopilot master is on. Heading hold is on. DME nav. Okay, that's my nav. Duh. Alright, close that. I don't want that right now. I do want that. I'm going to close that for now. It's a Russian aircraft. It's a bit confusing to try to fly. But it's a nice looking airplane. I'd like this seat right here. That would be my seat if I could fly on this plane. That would be the coolest seat in the entire plane. I think anyway. Personally. Big loud monster. What was it? 4? No, not 4. Ah, our ice is gone. That's good. No. 3. 3 is what I wanted. They're gonna ask us here shortly. To go to flight level 2-4. I don't know if I've got the fuel burned off to make it to flight level 2-4, but we'll try. Dadgummit, we will try. We are 6 minutes out from our intersection. Let's, look, we got all kinds of seats. Seat 1. Aw, seat 1. 2. Go. Seat 3. That's a good seat, too. I think I might like that seat as well. Just kind of chilling. Watching the contra-rotating props. That'd be awesome. Seat 4. I'm not a big fan of seat 4. Wait a minute. What's front seat? Hold on. Front seat. Oh, yeah. This is my seat. This is totes my seat right here. Who would not want to have this as your office window? I mean, like, oh yeah, I got to do navigation and a little bit of things like that. But that's my window. Yeah, totes. Okay, they want me at flight level 240. I don't think we're gonna be able to make that. Jar the thing there so that she climbs. Give her a little bit more fuel and continue our climb. Cool. All right, let's find our menu bar. Speed everything up a little bit. Because at this point, I've got to babysit this aircraft. It's not like I can play around outside like I was doing with some of the other airplanes. We really have to babysit this plane. I actually gonna put this on the this on the other screen. Oh wow, I have to take the whole thing. I do have to take the whole thing. All right, so that needs to go there. All right. Oh, we got a little porthole right there. Aw. Instructions, thingamajiggy. There's a code book. What's that? There. Oh, that must be how that guy gets up and back. Still, best seat in the house. Gotta be that front. Best seat in the house. Yes, TU114. Ha! Read the thing in front of you, Dare. Okay. Can do. Oh, we are tracking off. We keep tracking off of our intersection. I keep having to adjust the plane more and more and more to the left. Alright, so we left Shanghai, which, as we talked about before, is the largest Chinese city by population, a global financial center, the world's busiest container port. And we're heading to Amoy, or it was called Amoy at the time of the Douglas World Cruiser. Today it's Xiamen. It is in the 16th century is the Chinese main port for tea export. I like tea. Tea is tasty. Tea is good. We're coming up on an intersection here. What DTK are we going to look for? We're looking for pretty hard turn, so we're going to look at... Ooh, that's way too much. Come on. No, other way, there. Other way. 188. That's about what I gave. There. And it is a right across from Taiwan. Wow, we actually will make flight level 24, it looks like, because we are at 20,000. Which is actually surprising for me, honestly. Was not expecting to actually make flight level 24. There you go. Ground speed is 341 knots, so we're losing ground speed, but that's okay. We'll be leveling off shortly. Okay, so we crossed the Akoto intersection. We're heading for Bravo Zulu intersection. And that is 88 nautical miles away. The big jump is there's a 119 nautical mile intersection from Delta Oscar to Whiskey Foxtrot. That's the big jump. It's 119 nautical miles. Other than that, it's a pretty short set of intersections. I'm trying to get this plane straightened out right now. I've got it all knackered up. It's taking forever to respond to my inputs. Okay, we're high enough that we have gone the standard pressure to 22,400 and climbing. And 22 knots. Come on, baby, you got 1,000 feet to go. We're at 1,000 feet to go before we level off. And then if we pick up a good tailwind, maybe we can make a run at this thing. I was thinking about taking a jet fighter on this, but I did a jet last time. I'm trying to alternate jet prop, give or take. No promises that will always happen. Okay, 200 feet from nominal. Oh my gosh, plane. If I flip you to nav, will you line this plane up? Okay, its nav is working now. I think. Yes. We are now level at flight level 24. And we're rocking. Looks like we're rocking well. Alright, cool. We're rocking and rolling. Now that the plane is behaving, not fully because I do have to watch my ground speed. I need to watch my airspeed, ground speed, all speeds. What is this? This is my airspeed indicator. I think it is. And it would be in kilometers an hour instead of knots, just to confuse the crap out of me. And there's no barber pole, which annoys me. Well, she's supposed to be the world's fastest prop plane, so we'll just let her run for a little bit. I'll just watch her. I know about the airspeed of a unladen Swallow, as well as the airspeed of a jet. So if I start to approach the airspeed numbers of a 757, then we'll want to be careful. I'll back those engines down just slightly, though. She's wanting to run really fast right now. Take this down to 80% of N1. No. Oop, that's up. That's not the right direction. There we go. It goes to 80 on our dashboard there. 390. Huh. So what is this, I wonder? Are those my engines? Are my... Alright, no, those would be prop 1 and 2 on my 4 engines. Got it. I got it. I want you lower. I want you right there. Okay, I'm happy with that now. I'm finally happy with the plane. It's finally trimmed out properly. She not a beaut. Big old plane, though. Yeah. I like the big nacelles that are hanging off the back for the wheels, for the trucks to go into. That's pretty cool. Don't build them like this no more. Nobody builds them like this anymore. Huge power. Snow. Huge power and snow. Alright, what do we think about 4 times speed? I think we can do 4 times speed. Boom. We will get there. Get her done. Get there, and then we gotta figure out landing. Well, what's the landing speed of a Tu-114? I don't know. We'll just have to kind of figure it out. That should scare you, by the way. I don't know what it is. I'm going to presume, based on the runway distance we needed for takeoff, that I'm going to have to land pretty hot. That's just going to be a presumption on my part, though. So if we have to land hot, we might need to look up how long the runway is we're landing at. I didn't do that. Flight plan. ZSAM. Alright. Zebra. Sam. Yes. Enter. Okay, it is 11,000. It's the same, basically the same distance as Shanghai's. So we have about an equal length, and there's water on either end. Well, that makes it good. That makes it fun. Of course, there's water on either end. It's a resort. All right. Well, there's water on one end and probably city on the other. Either way. "59 feet altitude for the runway. Okay. So either, well, you know what? ILS is not going to help us one whit in this plane. So I'm not even going to bother with ILS. Unless that is my ILS bearing right there. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. Nav. Aha. Okay, so I need to tune the nav radio. Let's see. ADF. Nav radio is 113, so I want to go to 110.3. Tune her all the way. Oh, no. All right. No. How do I tune the big numbers? How would I tune the big numbers? All right. So that's that. It's audio selectors. Is there a button I have to push? It's my comm radio. No. No. There doesn't seem to be a button. Well, okay, so this one is at 110 right now. So let's just tune this one to 110.3. Oopsie. Alright, so if I flip this one, so nav 2 is tuned to ILS for 5. If they send me on 23, I have to go to 109.7, and I have no idea how to change that number. That doesn't do it. That doesn't do it. There's no buttons anywhere. What's this? That's my transponder. Alright, so at least nav 2 is currently tuned. Nope. Sometimes if you go out to the very edge, there it is. 109.7. Boosh. Alright, so I'll be able to, I'm going to leave these like that currently on ADF. So if I'm sent to 23, I'm on nav 1. If I'm sent to 05, I'm on nav 2. Bully for me. Woo. Change in weather. Okay. I think we're set. I think we're set. Based on what I'm seeing on the GPS, we're being routed to approach on the 05. One would hope that that is true. Alright, we're 116 nautical miles from the last intersection. So we're right now on the Delta Oscar to Whiskey Foxtrot leg of our journey. We're at 426 knots of ground speed. 427, whatever. I have a feeling this is a short final leg. Oh my. Oh my, yeah. Okay. Well, we're on ILS, so they'll direct us into a different thing. Okay. Right. Radio, right EO. All right. I completely forgot to look up where our next stop is after Xiamen. Presumably, I think we're almost ready to head down to Indochina. I think we have one more stop, maybe. But then we're heading down to I think our next stop, would it be Hong Kong? Could be. Could be Hong Kong is our next stop. And then down into Indochina. Swing across, we head up to India. we change off of our floats onto wheels in India. Shut up. Descend and maintain. Yes. Expedite my descent. Screw you. Yes, I'll expedite my descent. I'm sorry, but I'm in a big old Russian monster. Hush. Let's actually ask for about 1,000 feet per minute in descent here. Oh my. Alright, let's, yeah. Simulation rate back to normal. The minibar. Okay. In India, I was saying, they changed from floats to wheels, and then we're on wheels until we hit Ireland, I think, and then we go back to floats to cross to the United States, and we go back to wheels in Boston to bounce our way across the United States. But what we're probably going to do is when we hit Boston, we're just going to direct fly from Boston to Seattle and call it good. That's my thought right now anyway. That's still a ways in the future. Right now, we have to land at Xiamen in our TU-114. That's probably going to be a pain. We are 46 nautical miles from the Whiskey Foxtrot intersection, which is 7 whole nautical miles from the airport. So we're like 52 nautical miles from the airport on a direct flight. Turn right 235, descend, maintain 11. Okay. Yeah, acknowledge. Turn that off, turn that on. Looking for 2, 3, 5. Here we go. Runway 5, okay. Does anybody remember what runway 5 was? Oh, crap. Which nav radio was set for runway 5? 110.3. 110.3, that would be nav 2. Okay, nav 2 on, so we'll be able to pick up our ILS slope. Okay. We're cool, we're cool. We're cool. We're chilling like fish or something like that. This plane takes a lot more manhandling. If I had chosen the glass cockpit version, it probably would have been a little bit better, but I was like, I'll just take this one. It'll be simples. Simples. That's usually when I screw up the worst. I'm hoping that this becomes my ILS slope, but I don't think it does. I think that's something else. It's like switches everywhere. Can you imagine having to know every single one of these switches? What is that? Oh, airspeed. Good, that's airspeed. 406 kilometers an hour. Of course you're going to be in kilometers an hour. Useless. Useless, I tell you, useless. Okay. Vertical speed. Everything else is useless as well. Good. Good. I want useless. I want totally useless gauges to just be chilling out on my plane. Makes sense to me. All right. I hope they vector me in a proper way so that I don't have to do any sort of crazy stuff. Because you know, sometimes the in-game air traffic control vectors you in such a way that you're just like, what are you smoking? We are descending, by the way. We are descending with this up attitude on the plane. Isn't that cool? I wonder if that means we're about to stall. We probably should just give ourselves a little bit more power. Wouldn't expect it to happen, but she seems to want to do some weirdness. All right, well, whatever. Well, we're at 200. Well, we're at 400 something kilometers an hour. 413 kilometers an hour. All right. Well, let's go back up to about 80%. There. Let's see what that'll do for us. Other than give us a bunch of speed. Speed never kills a single person ever. Lies. Lies. All right, we're 38 nautical miles from our airport. How long do we wait before we tell the ATC to sod off? Oh my gosh, we're still at 16,000. This plane just does not want to go down. What's our vertical speed? 949 feet per minute. 950. If I ask for a little bit more. That for a little bit more and drop this guy down to 70%. I know it's probably not percentages, but I'm going to go with percentages because in my mind, that makes sense. I'm willing to bet at any moment I'm going to get a vector and a descend to 2,000. I'm going to be like, you kidding me? You kidding me, right? You joshing me? Turn left 195. I can totally turn left 195. I think that's 195. It's close. It's close to 195, that's for sure. That's 22. Yeah. That's close to 195. Not right now, but when the plane eventually levels off, we'll be close to 195. I hope. Suddenly I have my doubts. There. Close to 195. Still, that compass does not work. Do I have a working compass on this plane? Mini panel. Yeah, that's a mini panel. Thanks. Heading indicator 200, so I need to go 5 degrees. Or 8, okay. Nine or 7. Okay, I'll take 9 or 7. Oh, this is the front cockpit. Oh, because he's navigator. Of course he's the navigator. Duh. I'll get it right eventually. What are we at? 12.9. All right. Oh my goodness. This plane, you got like controls everywhere, which would make sense. You've got the navigator who's handling all the navigation. You got communication. You got an engineer. You got a pilot. You got a co-pilot, and you've got the officer who makes sure that all of them adhere to the communist requirements, and probably some other guy. a lot of people on a plane. Especially when you think about today. Turn left 180. Alright. Go. Especially when you think about today where it's a two-man crew. And even now, it's like, well, do we really need a two-man crew? Can we make it so that robots do it? I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm still on the fence about whether having robots fly is a good idea. Turn left, heading 150. Acknowledge. Turn left 150. Let's bring her down to 60%. We're going to level off here in a moment, though. Here we are, leveling off. Oh, okay. You didn't bother to tell me that there's a barometric pressure change there, bucko. You can't just tell me to expedite my descent when I've got a massive barometric pressure change. So shut up. Shut up. Descend and maintain 3,000. Yes, okay. Here we go. Turn left, heading 090, descend and maintain 2,300. 2,300, localizer. Let's acknowledge those instructions. Turn left 090, descend and maintain 22,300, cleared ILS, runway 5 approach, maintain 2,300 until established, tower on 118.25. Okay. We need to get with the descending program here. We also need to get with the slowing the plane down program. We're low enough. Let's flip the landing lights on. Those were landing lights, right? Yep. Let's flick the auto brake up. Are you now active? I can't tell. We'll presume you are. Okay. Let's tune to Xiamen Tower. Xiamen Tower. 19 miles west, inbound ILS, runway 5 approach. Straight in, runway 5, altimeter 3030. Alright, that's it. We gotta shut off autopilot. We're gonna have to manage this on our own. Okay, autopilot off. Engines throttled back all the way. Time to take our lives into our hands here, people. I really pushed to get this plane down. Nope, not that button. Not that one either. Nope. Nope. There. It's trying to get rid of crap that was on my screen, on my other screen. Yeah, we don't have any air brakes on this thing. Nope, she doesn't have air brakes. Of course she doesn't have air brakes. Why would she have air brakes? I don't know. However, when I close that other thing, I don't have an altitude indicator. Alright, we're heading for 2,000. I see the runway, I have runway in sight. Alright, I don't need the altitude now. Screw altitude. Military approach procedures. Military approach procedures are stupid and you shouldn't do it, but I'm going to. Okay, we're getting a red light so I can sort of get the aircraft a little bit better behaved here. Cleared to land. Runway 5. Acknowledge. Yep, I know. Scream about it. Scream about it. I'm going way too fast for those flaps I just asked for. Alright, let's see if we can get her to really, like, dump some airspeed here. Without climbing too much. There we go. We should be able to have some flap now. No. Alright. Hold on. Oh, baby. Come on, you have got to slow down. Pull up hard and try to burn off a whole bunch. We're gonna have to go. We're going around. We're gonna do a little loop here. Bring those engines up. We're at 160 now. We're way too high. Where's my yeah. Way too high. Okay, I'm not even going to declare a missed approach. I have no other aircraft behind me. I'm going to try to maintain about 220 knots on this loop we're doing here. And I want some actual altitude on this plane right now. Yeah, that ATC approach was absolute crap. I should have gotten a descent call much earlier than that. I mean, I know some of you are like, you should have descended faster. Well, I asked the plane to descend at about 1,200 feet per minute. From flight level 24 to 11,000 is going to take me a good amount of time. So, there you go. And because I don't really get any calls on speed, I'm kind of flying a little bit blindish. I should clear this hill just fine. Scare the crap out of any livestock that are down there. Hey, look, there's a runway over there that's probably... I say, hey, look. I'm looking at the GPS. The GPS shows me that there's another airport, RCBS, which is on another island not too far away that actually has multiple ILS slopes. There's like 4 runways there. Why am I not on that runway? Okay, we are a little bit low, but that's okay. We're almost around. There we are. Look at that. It worked out. Scary and bad, but it worked out. Okay, now we got to try to line this big girl up. I think we're high. I think we're high too, but I don't know how fast I can get down. My biggest struggle right now, quite honestly, is that runway is right where that right where that goes. Good grief.
Sync rate.
Yeah, I know the sync rate is really, really bad, but we're gonna do the same thing that we did last time with the 707. Because I can come in at an insane sync rate and then float it at the very end. Here we go. She's Russian. She can take a good hitting, right? Come on. Ah, we're on the ground. I was waiting. I was like, there's got to be more time. No, there isn't, because you have giant landing gears on that plane. Here we are. Woo. Can we stop now? Good grief. Still going to 100 and plus knots. Can we make this high speed, do you think? Yeah, I think we can do the high speed. Nope, we can't. We're going to miss that high speed. Yes, exit runway when able. We'll be doing that. Whew. That was another one of those DerTebbers patented landings right there. In other words, crap. Wow. It's really difficult in a plane like this where the gauges are all over the place. Contact ground 1 to 1.7. Taxi to gates. Foxtrot Tango and Lima. Acknowledge. Alright, let's get those flaps up. Whew, but we made it. We managed to land our Tupolev Tu-114 without killing anybody. Gave a little tour of the local area, a little air tour. It was in the price of your travel package. And it was nice, you know, fly a communist aircraft in a communist country. That probably would have. Did the Chinese have Tu-114s? I would presume that Air China would have flown some. No, maybe not. No, I don't think so. I think this was just a Russian aircraft. Nah, I don't know. All right, let's see. 2. No, 3. No, 4. No, 5. 5 is what I want, because I want to shut off my anti-icing landing lights, turn on the taxi lights, and then I want to shut down those 2 engines. Whoa, hello. There we go. Shut down those 2 outboard engines. Saves us a little bit of fuel. We don't really need all of our engines running. Also saves us time when we get to the... So, I have the engine shut down. She's going to track to the right when I do that. That's interesting. I would have expected her to continue taxiing straight when I shut those engines down. But, there you go. That is not what happens. We are going to park between a 737 and a CRJ. That's nice. And we're going to dwarf both of them. That's actually pretty cool. Big old plane. She's tall. Of course, that was her biggest. That was the biggest problem with this aircraft, is she was so tall. She'd go into airports, and the airports wouldn't have the air stairs to reach her. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, this plane, like, dwarfs those other 2. Alright, we're almost into a parking spot. Parking brake on. And let's shut off those engines. Generators. Oh, wow. Cool. Nice. And open her up. There we go. We made it. Woohoo! We're in Xiamen now. We made it with our TU-114. No thanks to my bad landing and air traffic control. Alright, until next time when we'll fly a jet aircraft of some sort. More than likely, I might end up using a prop. Who knows? Until then, I've been DerTebbers. This has been Flying Friday, Douglas World Cruise around the world. We just did Shanghai to Xiamen, which was Amoy at the time of the Douglas World Cruiser. Until next time, happy flying, everybody, and thanks for flying with Aeroflot Airlines.